What up, guys? It's Chunk. We're going to be going over the resin models that are available in the STLFLIX library. Some of these models include campaigns, others are just themed items within a series that you can go ahead and utilize for your own campaigns. I believe a lot of D&D dungeon masters usually kind of make their own stories and use campaigns sometimes as a reference, but don't follow those to the T, especially like if they already have their own worlds and stuff already created. So we're gonna be going over some of the things that are available here. So they got a zombie cat, a thing called Zombie Outbreak. They have a Viking King chess set, which of course are little figures you could probably utilize for D&D campaign. I don't know. The Zombie Outbreak. It's not loading the image, but you can see here it has 4 heroes and 4 weak zombies, delivery zombies, corporative zombies, female and male, and a beggar zombie. Um, we got here, not the this is just that doesn't need to be resin. um, what do we got here? We have just a bust of a character here. We have another like a cop looking zombie. More of the chess set stuff.
Chunks 3D, Chunks 3D.
More chess set, pen holders. So this you can utilize for a D&D campaign. It's a Paladog. Get it? Not Paladin, but a Paladog. Saint Bernard Mage. Some Ledogus the Archer. And then we got some scenery for the zombie outbreak stuff. Let's see what it says it has here. It just talks about it, but it doesn't show what it has. So we can see that it's got cones. What else? On these older files, it's not really loading the images on their website. I might have to download the STLs. We'll go back to that. But obviously it's scenery. It looks like vending machines and trash cans and poles and whatnot. This is the series called Caballed Danger. You can see here it's got a... I think these are Cabalds. I don't know. Obviously, these are their recommended painting for these, but of course, usually people color them however they want. I don't know the lore, so I wouldn't know. Then we got some heroes for them. So we got this character. Is it gonna load? This character's name is Borodin Thunderforge. Little dude. Perry Pasky. Trevor Astro. Cool. So these, I guess these are the 4 like main protagonists. And you can have it in either like full body, I think, or you can do the just the bust. More things from Cabal Danger. This is a lady. And then Cabal Danger also includes scenery. So there's like statues, broken table, bookshelves. Here's more busts of these characters, I believe. Hades, god of the underworld. I don't know if you can use this for a D&D. I guess you could shrink it down. This is a series called Air Travelers. Air Travelers is somewhat themed on like Avatar: The Last Airbender. So you can see like there's some chick chilling next to a dragon here. This dude's doing the whole Atreyu with another dragon in the clouds. You know, you can kind of see the difference. See, you know, like female air fighter. Male air fighter. Aang? I don't know. Female air shaman? A monk shaman? Just chilling. A walking traveler. Some cranes. A dude riding a crane? Dang. More stuff for Cabal Danger. We got some random space characters, space rangers. This I think is really cool. It's called the Monster Mash Collection. I believe they wanted to add more to the series since they marked it as first collection, first STL collection. Let's see if it loads up the images here. Come on. I think we're just gonna have to go off of this. Let's see, can I zoom in? I can zoom in on the background. So here we have what looks like the guy from Evil Dead. We have like Hellboy, and they have it in both full figure and bust. See the full figure here, bust over here. This is like Pinhead. This is a female version of It. That's a Scream guy right here in the corner. I guess you could say this is Jason. I don't know. And I believe this is a dude from Castlevania. I want to say they wanted to add more to this, and they never got around to it. When it comes to STLFLIX, it's cool that they release models on the regular, but the resin stuff a lot of people don't like do. So like if you click on a resin model and you want to see like if somebody's printed it before, you don't see anybody's you don't see anybody's input because nobody really prints the resin models from STLFLIX. But here's some like effects and auras and stuff for your RPG games, fire and ice and whatnot. I mean, for an area of effect, especially if you're playing and you want to like help visualize who's being attacked by what, you know, something like this would be cool. This is part of the Freak Show collection. This dude's got like horns or something. I don't know. Can I? Hang on. Oh, I think I just lost my spot big time. Where were we? I'm trying to like have it show me bigger images. So we were here. So we got like a creepy clown dude, some butcher pig guy. It looks like some sort of mole. Plague Doctor dude. Dude's called Iron Mug. He's walking on barrels. Gold Sniffer. And Argis. It's like a Cyclops. A couple Christmas things. The Blemish of Twilight Forest. You can kind of see here they're what is that? Some sort of fawn guy? I don't know what you would call that. uh Venus flytrap, some tree nymph thing, forest spirit, the boss. And then of course, props and stuff for it. Here we got fantasy Christmas stuff. They call Santa Big Daddy. Astrid, Dunder. It's like an evil elf looking, or not elf, reindeer. Floki, Frosty, Geoff, and Isildia. It's like a tree dude. I guess you could say that's like the Christmas tree. This is a nutcracker. A polar bear with an axe. That's cool. Athena, goddess of, what did it say? Goddess of what? I don't know. Ustam, something like that. Shadows of Revenor. So again, this right here is a D&D campaign. This kind of showcases a little bit of the things that are entitled within this campaign. And then it also includes props and more decor and more things that you can put into it, which would be really cool. Like if you want to get that ambiance, get all the decor stuff. Use some other like random figures. These don't have a campaign with them, but they're just here. So a lumberjack dude, a tribal warrior, Sophia the messenger, Tai Taco the fisherman, Wilbur the warrior. Of course, these figures look a little big, but they can be shrunken down to any size for whatever campaign you need. Calgo the cat. This is from Call the Necromancer here. Blood zombie. One of the heroes, a boss, props, one of the villains here. More heroes, an NPC. That'd be cool. More NPCs. A villain. It doesn't say here. It's got cut off. It's too long of a name. Probably a villain or an enemy. Here's an enemy here. Blood zombie. Another blood zombie. Another blood zombie. I think there's 6 blood zombies total. There's blood zombie 5, blood zombie 6. And then looking for more D&D minis, we have, I think these are minis. Oh no, these are just statues. Well, I guess you can shrink them down. It's all up to you. The Carnival of the Shattered. We have the boss here. Some evil, twisted looking devil guy. One of the NPCs. Dude just jamming on a guitar. NPC is a bard. Another NPC. A lot of these figures are highly detailed. It's just a shame that here on STLFLIX, like you don't see the community printing the resin models. And I mean, I would, but I have no use for them. It'd be cool to like paint them and whatnot, but I don't know how to play tabletop games like this. Here's more props. Here's a hero. Another hero, Plague Doctor dude. Look at this little rabbit in a hat. That's cool. A dancing monkey. Can't be a carnival without a dancing monkey. We even have a griffin, an owl bear on a tricycle. Hell yeah. A 2-headed deer. It's freaky. And then what else we got? We got the Song of Satyr. I recently printed a bunch of D&D minis for a local college kid, and he was finding a lot of figures on what's that website? Thingiverse. But the thing is, they were all from like different artists, and you can kind of tell, like, even though he was trying to get like just kind of generic like characters for his D&D stuff, you can see that the artwork for the different characters didn't match. Some had a lot more detail than others. Even like the STL, the flick that, excuse me, even the models themselves, pulling them from Thingiverse, were sized all kinds of wonky. Some stuff was way too small. Some stuff was way bigger, even though like they weren't meant to be like bosses or anything. But I think here they're all relatively uniform as to being either the 32 or the 50 millimeter characters. But again, it's all, you know, to each his own. This is the Graveyard of Sorrows. These here, like the ghost character dudes, Again, they're printed in resin, but they're used like clear resin. I have some of that. Just haven't used it yet. I believe I have blue, green, and I know I have red for sure. And then, of course, you would just paint the areas that need to get painted with paint. Lots of ghosts. That one's cool. These models here down at the bottom, they say they were created by Crypta Studios. Now, most likely it was some sort of collab with STLFLIX, meaning if you like that artwork and you're looking for something more, probably find Crypta Studios online, and they probably have other DMB campaigns or figures and stuff, minis that they do. But with STLFLIX, they go ahead and I have like the subscription that I have allows me to get the models and print them for sale. It gives me like a commercial license. So all these are available for me to be able to print as many as I want and sell as many as I want. Usually when you reach out to like Crypto Studios or something and you want to go to a specific artist and buy like their model for whatever, they usually say like it's not for commercial use, it's for private use. Like you're buying it from me, you can get it printed, and and that's it. Like you can't try to sell them. If I had space, I would print all these out, bundle them together, and do like campaign bundles. This is Cove of the Swords Deep. These are all little tiki characters. That one's got a blowgun. Cool. Fish people. Oh, some sort of crustacean. And props. And then moving over to Dragons of Avondale. These are like elf warriors and dudes. There's like some sort of minotaur. Fairy. Dark Knight. Kind of looks like a Nazgul, but like with red instead of black. There's one of the dragons. Another dragon here. King Million, an NPC. Another NPC. Elven Soldier NPC. More NPCs. We got the dragon boss over here. And then they have a couple props. Looks like it's like some sort of like tower. I don't know. They're cool. It's just I have no place to put them. This is like an Egyptian themed mini. Here's an Egyptian themed character. Another snake dude. A pack camel. Again, these are pretty large, but they can be scaled to whatever size you want. I use an Elgu 8K resin printer. So it's pretty good at getting details. Doesn't matter the size. So I can shrink things down. This is the one that like stood out to me the most. And I was like, oh, hey, that's somewhat similar to Stranger Things. And you can see here, like, Brian the Scout, Jimmy Brooks the hero, Melissa, girl. And then here we have like, what are those demigorgons? A brain, intellect devours. Here we have a mind flayer, a cloaker, the NPC because he's gonna die. You know that. That's from Stranger Things. You know. Another NPC here. Looks like that the ice cream guy. What's his name? And then they got props. A basement set. That's cool. Portal door. Chairs and tables and everything. We got Vecna over here. Look at this dude. Never seen this before. More enemies here. They look like more mind flayers. It's different types. Little brains. I played Baldur's Gate 3 for like maybe an hour. And the beginning part had little brain things like this. Another mind flare. That's that slug thing that kid was throwing up, right? It becomes a demigorgon. There's another enemy for it. Some of these they have them painted so you can kind of like be inspired to know like what to paint them as, and some of them they don't. And I mean, I guess the brain is just pink like blood, right? And then I don't know what you would color the tentacle things. Maybe more pink. A brain golem. The heck? That's cool. More props for the Underdark. Hey, let's go. A little chair. And then the cool thing with this one, so Nostalgia Quest, it stood out to me when it came as a drop because not only did it have all these highly detailed pieces and props that were, similar to Stranger Things, that was the first one that I saw that had like the book like standalone. And here, if you click on it, you can kind of see like it gives you kind of like a PDF that you can download. It says here, the Nostalgia Quest is a low-level fantasy adventure set both in the real world and the plane world known as the Underdark. The adventure begins with a group of friends gathered in a basement for their regular D&D session. Unbeknownst to them, their innocent game takes an unexpected turn when a mysterious portal opens in the basement, unleashing otherworldly creatures. Then you download that file, and it ends up being like it's a straight campaign, which is cool. I mean, I still wouldn't know how to like play it, but there's that. Witches of Samar. Samar. Again, really highly detailed minis. I wouldn't know how to market this to people unless I literally only sold minis and had like a shop or something to showcase them. So then people like can open their eyes and be like, oh, this is cool. I could use this. No mushroom dude. A unicorn. That's a beefy owlbear right there. That's Squibble Dingleton, the hero. Some more NPCs. Some different hero characters. I've seen one of those in Final Fantasy. Baby Yaga house? It's got legs? What? That's kind of cool. It says it's an enemy. You're fighting a house. A marsh dragon. That's cool. It's like an alligator thing. Some more props. And then another campaign. Siege of Ravenhold. Sorry about that. The my Chunks 3D phone went off, and in doing so, it was a spam call, so that was annoying. This is Demons of the Holy Abbey. That is a whole church. Goblin Invasion. So, Demons of the Holy Abbey again has its own campaign. So does Goblins Invasion. And here are the minis. That one's cool. Hit the wrong button. Where was I? I think I might have skipped one, but we'll just keep going. Being set. I don't know why. May. So here's my question: if this is for a D&D campaign, why do you need a life-size knife and spoon? Interesting. A mimic tavern? I thought mimics were just chests. I didn't know they could be like a whole building. That's cool. More props for the goblin invasion. Then here we have the rise of the necromancer. Blood invocation. Another blood invocation. A ghost. Looks like they got 3 ghosts. Ooh, that one's cool. Gore Fiend. Rats. They probably print them big like that so they can show off like the detail, and then it's easier for them to paint. This kind of shows you like STLFLIX already does their own supports for you. You can try them pre-supported. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Mainly because sometimes you never know like how good their supports are, or if they're going to be damaging to the figures. So sometimes it's better to do the supports yourself. Hey, this one comes with like a linkable tiles. That's cool. Because the other like models, they look like they were just solid, big solid pieces. This one looks like you can probably break apart those tiles. Maybe even use them for another thing, you know? It could just be floor. And here's more props for them. And then, of course, the campaign book. This is called Dead End. This one's like a Roman Colosseum thing where it's got like gladiators fighting like beasts of sort. Hydra. Just some sort of fighter. A chariot thingy. Minotaur. Chimera. Urkith. Some sort of champion. Another fighter. Beast tamer. An ogre. The obliterator. A giant slayer. And it's just a freaking T-Rex. Might as well. And then props for them. This one because it's like a Colosseum. Like, so this is all like Roman themed stuff. And then we have a whole ass Colosseum over here. That'll take a while to print. This is a Bysterium of the Mad Scholar. Again, amazing detail on these figures. Cool thing with 3D printing is, like, if I wanted to, I could just blow this up and print it in my FDM printer. Print it like, you know, almost like a foot big. And I'd have these gymongous models. But it's also neat to have like something very small and very detailed. Is that one of those screaming roots from Harry Potter? Then, of course, the props. Cauldrons and books and plants on tables and bookshelves and witches' brooms. And then play areas. Look at this dude. Is that a dice tower? That's a dice tower. And then these are just figures. This is Nightblade. I want to say they're like vampiric, sort of like evil things. Spiders. I hate spiders. Ugh, got the chills looking at that one. These are giving me the heebie-jeebies. Now, as far as getting them painted, painting them as good as they're doing it, because I mean, they have a lot more practice than I do. Spider Queen's lair. I don't like it. Let it burn in fire. And then props for it. Crystals and eggs and nasty. A spider shroom? Oh, man. Some insects. Ooh, they painted that one good. This is a miniature from the Tale of the Deep. Now there's a new campaign here. A giant white shark. Chombo Wombo. What is that? Kraken? Krog. Like a turtle dude. A mimic chest? You know, can't have enough mimics. Tentacles. Not even the whole monster, just tentacles. Quatois. It's one of those eels from what is it? The Little Mermaid. Little fish dudes, look at them. And then props, cannons and boats and more tables and just tools, decor, the regular chests. This one's called Ice and Fire. So we got like a bear companion, dwarven blacksmith, a dwarven king, a dwarven ranger, giant, fire giant hellhound, a fire giant, fire elemental, a dwarven rider, fire soldier female, fire soldier male. Props for it. This one's called Mont Black Escapade. It's kind of like vampires. Or what is that? Who's that guy that would hunt vampires and wolves? What was his name? Lost for words right now. They made a cool movie about him. And that's all he would do is he would not Blade, but it was damn. I might have lost for words. Forgot what it was called. And then of course props. We got little rooms. It looks like a prison, some sort of crypt. Tables and torture elements and chairs and coffins. Of course, the campaign book. And here we got Sands of Time. It's like Egyptian gods and things you would find in the desert. Mummies. See, I was gonna print out one of those mummies because my wife was like asking, like, "Oh, you can print anything in resin?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I can blow it up and make it any size." And I showed her this figure right here, even though it's a miniature figure. I went ahead and blew it up and made it kind of like, I think it was like 10 inches. Um, and then she was like, well, what if you want to change it? And I go, it's the beauty of 3D printing. I can mix and match and do all kinds of stuff. She goes, put a hat on him. And luckily I had a Freddy Krueger model where his hat is separate. So I grabbed the hat from Freddy Krueger and I put it on the model. We didn't end up printing it. We we decided not to after all. But she was just in awe that you can do anything. You can tweak things left and right so long as you have the know-how. But that's all the resin models that are available on STLFLIX as of right now. Again, they add resin models over time. Usually on their drops, their weekly drops, a lot of them are FDM based, so they're easy to print. A lot of members prefer these prints because they're quick, easy, and then you can kind of like turn around and sell them. But right now we were looking at the minis. It's been a while since they've released something. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.